подписчики и зрители моего канала. Продолжаем с вами проходить Hogwarts Legacy. Посетите занятия по прорицанию в течение дня. Погнали. Сегодня у нас занятие. Ух ты, какая тут красота. О, смотри, тут привидение тусуется. С цепями, нифига сколько у него цепей тут. Красиво, да? Красиво. Так, куда мне надо идти? Что сидишь, не разговариваешь? Погуляем по ночному Хогвартсу. Тут ночью всякие прикольные движухи происходят. Я не понял. Так, где-то что у нас? Так, нет. Просто хотел посмотреть. Куда? Кто смеется? Кто тут ржет, как конь?
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Ой, куда полез? Давай подождем.
Fine now, Demi guys.
Что такое? Так, вот я нажимаю. Подождать F. Так. И чтобы ускорить время, сменив ночь. Да.
Oh, hello.
Ребята выспались. Все преподаватели негры и индусы почти. Да, там старый индус. Потом это астрономия, тоже индус, женщина. Тут негритянка. Там кто-то еще, кого-то еще. Нет, я вон тут где. Вон они на кофейные гущи смотрят что-то. Какой-то 1889 или 85 год. Вернуться к профессору. Что там хотелось?
Hello, Adelaide. How are you and your uncle doing?
Very well, thanks to you. The more I learn about Ranrock's foul lot, the more astounded I am that my uncle survived. I looked back over his old owls and noticed that they included pertinent details about his rare metal deposits. I believe that Ranrock's fiends were after those deposits and that they needed my uncle's knowledge. He was willingly going to rot away in that cell to keep me safe.
Так. Тихо, письмо было, что
Any
еще?
other pertinent details about those owls?
Plenty. Uncle Roland couldn't be certain, but he thought he overheard goblins talking about infusing something into goblin silver. He wasn't sure what they meant, but something about the way they spoke of it made his skin crawl. Ugh, it's clear you saved my uncle from a very bad lot.
Ну, ладно.
It was nothing at all,
Фига
Adelaide.
умнички.
I'm just glad your uncle's safe.
So am I. Seeing him again was such a relief. I told him that he must remain vigilant from now on. I, for one, can't help but look over my shoulder now whenever I leave the castle grounds.
С теткой нам надо поговорить.
I hope those assignments were challenging enough for you.
I've completed all of my tasks, Professor Onai.
Very well done. Although I must admit, I did have something of a premonition that you would follow through. Now, as you have no doubt sharpened your perception by completing my assignment, I am curious, based upon the knowledge that one's present and even one's past may reveal traces of what is to come. What do you see in your own future?
Я увижу триумф, я вижу опасность, я вижу силу. Не знаю. Да, я вижу силу.
I see good things. After all, the future's mine for the taking. And I shall take what I must.
The future is not etched in stone. It can be carved out by those with very strong wills. And you do seem to possess one. But this talk of tomorrow should not divert us from your present success. I shall inform our good deputy headmistress of your exemplary performance. And if that performance is any omen of what your future may hold, then I, for one, see great things. Channel your magic towards your targets.
Так. Descendant.
You have it! Now, why not practice the new spell on the training dummy?
Так. Что дисценда дает? Что? Заклинание не наносит прямого урона, но объекты и враги получают значительный урон, удар об землю. Что можно на ком-то испытать?
Excellent. I think you have it. At some point, you must stop preparing and put your newly honed skills to the test outside of the classroom.
Так, что ты еще мне хочешь сказать?
Professor, do you have a moment?
I do.
Как вы стали преподавателем прорицания?
I was wondering how you decided to teach divination.
Ah, the art of divination is an important yet often misunderstood branch of magic. Those of us who possess the sight are rare, and, as is often the case with the unique among us, we can frequently be misread, even feared. When I was granted the opportunity to teach others about my gift and the good it can do, I was most grateful.
I see. Natty told me that you and she moved here from Uganda, where she had attended Wagadu.
Yes, Natsai and I both loved Uganda and Wagadu, but we are happily settled here now. I had foreseen such a change, but did not know the details until it occurred. I was glad of the outcome. You would be wise to remember that the consequences of our actions are complex. And so, divining what is to come is not as simple as gazing into a crystal ball or studying the bottom of a teacup.
I find it truly intriguing, even if I don't fully understand it.
Intriguing. That is one word for it. And I'm certain you will come to understand many things more deeply in the days ahead. You are a student at Hogwarts, after all. It cannot have escaped you that we in the Wizarding world are forever navigating the seemingly inexplicable.
Of course, Professor.
Now, I know that we both have places to be. Not because I have the sight, mind you, but because I am a professor and you are a student. I have enjoyed our conversation.
Ладно, что какой-то у меня еще должен быть урок, по-моему. Так, задание. Что тут? А, это выполнить вот так, высокая крепость. Тут, ну, чтобы начать это задание, научиться использовать левиоса. Так, задача профессора, так. Чеснок, так. Вернитесь к профессору Шарпу. Кровную рассыпку увидите. Так. Статую. Так. Сметая конкурентов. Тайник замки. Так. Ну ладно. Пошли до профессора Шарпу. Пробрались. Сидит на чердаке. Еще и по лесенке надо собираться.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Acceptable. Transfiguration. No child of mine should receive less than outstanding.
Оба-на. Так, что я...
Revelio.
Что-то не помню, что-то. По-моему, постоянно тусуется.
Descendo.
Have you finished your assignments?
I finished the tasks, Professor.
Well, well. I trust you are meticulous in your efforts. After all, shortcuts only ever lead to shortcomings.
Все сделано в лучшем виде, профессор.
Yes, sir, of course.
Good. Ordinarily, I'd say it's not my concern either way, but you... I want to make sure you're well prepared. Talent and resolve are a potent combination. It would be a shame to let that go to waste.
Thank you, Professor.
Don't let it go to your head. Now, let's see how you fare with Diffindo. Wand at the ready.
Дефинда.
Focus. Diffindo can be dangerous if you're not paying attention. Very good. It seems you have a grasp on Diffindo.
Так, Дефинда.
I would encourage you once again to practice here in the classroom, for your sake and that of everyone else.
Где-то там.
It's a pleasure to have a student who actually heeds instruction. As I mentioned earlier, Defendo can be versatile but dangerous. Good to see you continuing to practice. This is hardly the place.
Professor Sharp, do you have a moment?
Depends on how you intend to use it.
Так, можно распростёрся, Сорби.
I saw an aura badge on your desk and was wondering if you could tell me more about your time as an aura.
Observant. I suppose I could indulge you for a moment. Spent years tracking down reprobates who dealt in artifacts of dark magic origin.
По-моему, это захватывающе.
That sounds positively exhilarating.
Exhilarating. It was at that. While it lasted, at any rate. I enjoyed a great deal of success as an aura. However, success can make one complacent if one's confidence is not tempered by humility. One overstep in battle changed everything.
May I ask what happened?
Yes, well, I suppose it's a matter of record. My partner and I had tracked a suspect to a harbor in Scarborough, trying to smuggle shrunken heads of all things. I had deduced that he was working alone. I was mistaken, and they knew we were coming. From the moment we stepped onto the ship, well, I barely escaped with my life. My partner wasn't so lucky.
I suppose being an aura is dreadfully dangerous. I'm sorry.
It is at that. But survival is not guaranteed for any of us. Pay attention. And not just within my class. This is what I must impress upon you all. A potion and a poison may be a mere breath apart, until you consume the wrong one.
Well said, Professor. Revelio.
Нормально. Усиливает защиту. Напишу. Так, используется для увеличения урона на них. Напишу. Так. Ладно, давай замутим. О, 30 секунд. Зря это сделал. Что-то я слегка. Так, ну надо вот еще посмотреть задание. Что же здесь? Ну что, смысл? 15 секунд осталось. Не будет пригодиться в хозяйстве. Надо еще посмотреть, сколько времени она действует. Но она вроде хорошо долго действует. Да, против всяких этих. О, у него 18 взяли лечения. Ладно, какое там задание еще можно выполнить у нас? Вот кровное родство. Надо сходить там, посмотреть. Что-то с этой стороны. Уже вечер. Гам занимаемся. Тут Сегодня бегаем по Хогвартсу, всякие задания
It's
выполняем.
you! Thank you again for finding my gobstones. I never could have done it myself.
Да всегда, пожалуйста. Обращайтесь. Ой. Что-то я не туда зашел.
Hey, it's me, Gareth. Do you have a moment?
Погоди, потом. Стоишь тут. О, смотри-ка, тут что-то есть.
Revelio.
Смотри, там сундуки какие-то тусуются. Что-то на выходе были. Ну ладно, фиг с ним. О, опять, о. Доспехи друг друга. Фига он его пинает просто. Все, раздолбал доспех. Видимо, они поссорились друг с дружкой. Все, встал на место.
You can't imagine how
Anything to do with the dark art should be avoided. It's too risky.
Anything to do with Salazar Slytherin is worth the risk.
I can't agree. And I'll not say a word more. I'm sorry.
I won't give up.
What were you and Ominous speaking about?
He's being ridiculous. Apparently Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here in Hogwarts. Ominous swears it was used for the dark arts, so he wants nothing to do with it. I reminded him that Anne needs a cure. This scriptorium could hold the answers we need.
Темное искусство опасное.
Ominous is right. Meddling in the dark arts is dangerous.
There's more to dark magic than people realize. The Gaunts know this. Better than most. Perhaps I've spoken out of turn. Ominous's family history is personal to him.
I'd like to know more about it if you wouldn't mind telling me. I won't repeat it.
Very well. But do keep this between us. Ominous learned dark magic from his parents. Are you familiar with the Cruciatus Curse?
Не знаю.
What does the Cruciatus Curse do?
It's known as the Torture Curse. Crucio. It inflicts intense, excruciating pain on the victim. Apparently, his parents and older siblings had no qualms about casting it on muggles for sport. Ominous described the sound of the victim's cries as horrific, so the first time he was asked to cast it himself as a child, he couldn't bring himself to do it. As punishment, his family cast it on him. The anguish was so bad that when asked to cast it again, he relented. I have repeatedly assured Ominous that he did what he had to, but he still hasn't forgiven himself.
How horrible. Poor Ominous. He was only a child. He shouldn't blame himself.
After that incident, the rift between Ominous and his family only grew. That is until I came along. Every moment he isn't at Hogwarts, he's with us in Feldcroft. Ominous trusts me. And more often than not, he winds up listening to me. I'll remind him of that when I follow up about the scriptorium. Watch for my owl. I'll have news soon enough. I'll make Ominous understand. He'll change his mind.
Чё, хавчиком?
Revelio.
Ничего нет. Вон там какие-то сундуки стоят. Туда не попасть.
Aloha Mora.
Так. Хрен поймешь, как эта хрень работает. Я все равно нифига не понимаю. Что должно произойти? Как это все работает? Короче, фигня какая-то. Пустили, посмотрели, ни хера не поняли, свалили. Что до сих пор доспехи никто не собрал? Что там за чувак стоит? Что ему надо?
It's me, Gareth. Do you have a moment?
Что тебе надо?
Were you calling me, Gareth?
I was. After you helped me with that fupa feather and potions, I reckoned you might be just the person I need. You see, I have an idea for a fizzing Wisby-inspired beverage, but I'm missing a key ingredient.
Не терпится увидеть, что ты можешь.
You and your concoctions. I don't know how you come up with these things.
It's a gift, truly. So, I suspect the key ingredient in fizzing Wisbies is dried billywig stings. I heard there's a store of them in Honeyduke's cellar. I'd get them myself, but my Aunt Matilda has her eye on me. Thinks I need to focus on potions class for a while, not my own brews. I was hoping you could follow a secret passage to Honeyduke's cellar and grab a few dried billywig stings for me.
I don't know, Gareth. Secret passage to a cellar. Sounds like it's off limits.
Not at all. It's a perfectly legitimate secret passage. I'd use it if I could. The passage is hidden behind the statue of a one-eyed witch in the third-floor corridor. Just tap it with your wand and say, Descendium.
Are you asking me to steal from a shop?
Goodness, it's not as if I'm asking you to rob Gringotts. Honeyduke's is more than enough, and I only need a few. It's a sweets ingredient. They won't be missed. Trust me.
I'll see what I can do, Gareth.
Fair enough. You shall be the first one to taste my newest brew if you can be of help. Perhaps I can convince a meat to help me with my potions homework. Get my aunt to loosen her reins a bit.
I'll need to get those dried billywig stings for Gareth if he's to finish his latest concoction. A one-eyed witch statue shouldn't be too hard to find. This looks like the right statue. Now, what was the password? Descendium! Goodness. Who knew this was all down here? A lift. Must be how I get down. Looks broken though.
Так. Погоди. Останови.
Repair room.
Нормально, 3 минуты.
That seems to have done the trick.
Так, где у меня тут?
This castle will never cease to surprise me. Revelio.
Ну, там сундуки вон какие-то стоят. Ползать. О, тут по ходу дела.
Expelliarmus! Confringo! Revelio! Confringo! I'm trapped. How am I supposed to get out of here?
Ну, что надо сюда поставить. Так, интересно.
Levioso!
О.
I'm going to have to get past this.
Шляпы какие-то беспонтовые попадаются.
Revelio!
А, лягушка прыгает. Я думаю, что такое? Это лягуха тут скачет.
Levioso!
Что устанавливать опять надо?
Reparo! Levioso! Confringo! Revelio!
Что за странно?
One more to go and I'll make it across. Reparo! Leviosa! Something is getting in the way of that platform. Reparo! Leviosa!
Так, что здесь надо делать?
Accio! Leviosa!
Японская
Got it.
дивизия. Отлично.
Revelio.
Мыши.
This must be the way out.
О, там сундук вижу. Неизвестный предмет.
Revelio.
I need to find a way to open that gate.
Так, что здесь такое?
Something smells sweet. Must be close to honeydukes.
Фига себе, потайной ход.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade? Honeydukes. I can smell the chocolate. Now, where would I find the dried billywig stings for Gareth?
Перчатки интересные какие-то. Здесь, мне кажется, надо сохраниться. Или не надо?
I have the dried billywig stings. Now back to Gareth. I can only imagine how his new recipe is going to turn out.
Возвращаться, да, значит. Прям принц персиков. Вот так я сюда ходил. Ох ты, зараза. А, точно, тут же есть проход. Тут прям целая экосистема своя.
Revelio.
Что-нибудь есть? Нет, тут ничего нет. А, вон там что-то есть, кстати. Туда как-то можно попасть. И взять. О, чёчки какие-то, ну-ка. Глянем, что мы там наскидывали. 43, 65. Перчаточки. 63, 52, 57, 49. Шляпы. Такая шляпа. Сорок один, 39. 49, это вообще неизвестно, что за шляпа. 47. Я ковбой. Хочу все выпить, открылось. Такс. Поехали. Стимпанк такой. Стимпанк. Ой ты. Здрасте.
Hello, Mr. Moon.
Oh, greetings! Any luck removing some more of those demiguise statues?
Так. Вот еще несколько.
I actually have some moons for you.
Oh, I knew I could count on you. Bring me a few more moons and I'll show you how to improve casting Alahomora.
I'll keep an eye out for more demiguise statues and see if I can bring you more moons.
You are to be commended for your bravery and valor, especially since they can only be collected at night.
Так, где тут дурачок? Там, с той стороны.
Hello, Gareth. I have those dried billywigs things.
You got them! Incredible.
Getting them was more work than I expected. I'd like to be paid for my time.
Of course. Didn't think it would be that much trouble, but I'm happy to pay for your help. Thank you again. I'll let you know when I brewed my first batch of fizzing whizbeer.
Вот он тут летает. Так, погоди-ка. Тручка. Да. Да. Ну ладно. Такое видео у нас сегодня получилось. Будем, пожалуй, заканчивать на сегодня. Всем всего доброго и до скорых встреч. Пока-пока-пока.